Hey, this is Matt Boggs. Have you ever wondered what is it that actually causes a man to fall in love and want to spend the rest of his life with you? Well, yeah, that's somewhat important, but I think it's going to take a little bit more than this guy. Today I'm going to share with you 7 things that men need to fall in love with you. Number 1 is he needs to be ready. It's interesting, every man has a belief about what his life needs to be like, the prerequisites that he needs to accomplish or experience before he's willing to allow himself to fall in love and then spend the rest of his life with somebody. And it's unique and personal to each and every man. For some men, it's a certain age. For other men, it's a certain amount of income, or their career needs to be at a certain level, or he needs to be able to feel like he can provide for you at a certain level, or have a particular house. Every man is different in this, but we all have a certain level of accomplishment or what we need to experience first before we allow ourselves to quote unquote settle down and spend the rest of our lives with the love of our life. So if a man tells you he's not ready, the best thing that you can do is believe him. Number 2 is he needs to know that he can provide for you. See, every man wants to feel capable. He wants to feel like a provider. He needs to know that he can provide the home that you want. He needs to know that he can provide the vacations that you want. He needs to know that he can provide the kids that you want, the experience that you want. That's essential for us falling in love and deciding, yes, this is the woman that I want to be with. So if your man is doing a good job, then appreciate him, celebrate him, and let him know that so that he feels capable in the job he's doing for you. Number 3 is that men need to feel confident that they're not going to hurt you. See, as men, we do not want to hurt women. It is painful for us to have a woman cry based on something that we have done. We hate that. We would rather have our arm chewed off by an alligator than to make you, ow! We would rather have our arm chewed off by an alligator than to make a woman cry because we don't want to hurt a woman. So if he thinks that you have completely fallen in love with him and that you've decided that he's the one, but yet he's not sure, that will often cause him to put the brakes on or to pull the ejection cord and back out of the relationship early because he's afraid that if he goes forward 6 months and then finds out that this isn't really what he wants, he's going to cause you a whole lot more pain. Number 4, he needs to feel sexual chemistry with you. Men, we do not marry women that we're not sexually attracted to. We want the sex life to be amazing, just as you want the sex life to be amazing. So here's what's great. As you feel more comfortable and more confident with your own sexuality, and as you build a positive relationship with your own sexuality, your relationship, your vibe is actually going to drive the sexual chemistry in the relationship. Whether you're already engaging in sex or even if you're saving yourself till marriage, even to that degree, just your own relationship with your own sexuality puts out a vibe that communicates to him that the sex life is going to be amazing. Number 5 is he needs to feel loved and accepted for who he really is. See, even men have a fear of not being enough and not being accepted and loved. Just as women have a fear of not being enough and not being accepted and loved. See, that's not a man or a woman thing, that's a human thing. We all have fear of not being enough, and if we're not enough, we won't be loved. And so one of the greatest needs we have in a relationship is to know that we are going to be enough and accepted in the eyes of our partner. So how do you communicate that? Interestingly enough, the most powerful way that you communicate that starts with you loving and accepting yourself. Because as you love and accept yourself, you actually are sending out a subconscious signal, a vibration to him that communicates that you're able to love and accept him as well. The challenge is this is often what trips people up. It's often one of the biggest blocks to love is our inability or our non-relationship with loving and really accepting ourselves. And so if you know that you could really dial that up in your own life, I've actually created a great gift for you. It's a self-love process that will really activate and enhance your own self-love and put you in that state so that you can communicate and signal to your man that he is loved and accepted in your presence as well. So I'm going to link it up here in the video, and I'm going to link it in the description for you. This is a very powerful process. It's a gift from me to you. So go ahead and click the link and you can get that process at the end of the video. Now, number 6, he needs to believe that you are his partner in life, that you have his back, that you're going to stand by his side, just as he will have your back and stand by your side. He needs to know that you will value the same things, that you want the same things in life. And I'll give you a quick example of this. One of my friends came to me saying, you know what I love about my wife, man? And he told me a story about when he was dating some other woman and they were in the car and he had to slam on the brakes because of what was going on in traffic. The previous girlfriend immediately looked at him and was like, what are you doing? Why are you driving so recklessly? And then he said his wife, they broke up, that other girlfriend, they broke up. He started dating his current wife. And he said it was so amazing. A few months in, we were driving, traffic stopped fast, so I had to stop fast. And she immediately didn't turn to me. She looked at the person in front of me and was like, what is that person doing? Why are they stopping so fast? And he said it dawned on me that her immediate response was to have my back, whereas the other woman's immediate response was to criticize me. So are you going to be the kind of partner where your immediate response, your reaction, your instinct is to have your man's back, to believe the best in him? Or is it going to be to throw him under the bus and to criticize him? Because men, we want a partner who's going to stand by our side, have our back, support us just as we're going to support them. And number 7, and this is the most important one, is that he needs to feel like he can live his purpose with you. He needs to feel that with you, life expands rather than constricts. With you, he's able to be the best version of himself, that life gets better, it gets richer, it gets more full, that you're able to travel together or have the adventures that you want to have together, that you're able to maintain and deepen friendships that you both have. The feeling that life is going to get more adventurous, more expansive with you rather than more constrictive with you is key, and that he can really live his purpose. And what's great about this is how do you communicate that? By you living a life you love, by you living your purpose, by you creating something amazing and seeking to grow yourself, you naturally challenge him to grow his life. You naturally, as you're going for your purpose, you naturally challenge him to go for his purpose. And he's going to feel like the best version of himself in your presence. And when a man feels like the best version of himself in your presence, he absolutely falls in love and says, man, this is the experience that I want for a lifetime. So my question for you is this. When it comes to love, when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships, what question do you have, or what challenge are you facing that if you could just wave a magic wand and have it solved, you would love this solved, or you would love this question answered? Go ahead and post it in the comment section below, and your question might just be the next video that we do. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, take a moment, get subscribed so that you can be the first to get the latest and greatest videos each and every week, because we are all about helping you experience love and connection more deeply and expanding love in the world one heart at a time. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.